Commanders and the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. First down, they'll spin. Oh, right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 31, Stafford. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Here comes the Rams punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Faking the handoff, Howell. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
It's Howell with another throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Stafford. Now this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the Rams at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 27, Stafford. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down with Akers. And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36. This defense for the Commanders, they were very strong in a win last week over the Giants.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So, yes, it's something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
You know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Play action. Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Makes the score. Commanders 7, Rams 0.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Powell ran it last time. Now he's going to throw it. They'll roll him out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3rd and long. Here's Howell. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Hey, 22!
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Chase Young showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw is Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll go play action. Howell. He'll buy some time right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Howell. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third down, here's Gibson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
First down, Washington.
On first down, right back to Gibson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Rodgers brings it in. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in first and goal.
Gibson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up second and goal.
Come on, come on. Hey! Go, Reed! Go! Hey! Let's go! Hey!
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. They'll try to run with Gibson. And this time he is in. Yes. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
The score, Commanders 14, Rams 0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
32. Double right.
Now Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make it a score of 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Out of the air on 1st and 10. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd down throw for Howell. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I should have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Trying to lay one up deep. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The final shot before the break, Stafford. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 2nd half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Howell throwing on 1st down here. That one caught by Gibson. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And it's a defensive end getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a give, Akers running left. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Back to throw, Stafford. Going up top. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
It's not often that you find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Akers going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They go play action with Howell. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Howell throwing on third down here. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now it's 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. A give running right, Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
And Howe will throw it. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Faking the handoff. Howell. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Bobby Wagner, multiple times in All-Pro, in there and dropping for a loss. Big 3rd down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Off play action, it's Howell. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Going right back to Akers. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it it so successfully.
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket, and he'll just get rid of it.
And that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Al down to throw it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41.
And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who gained 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Now a toss running left, Akers.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 45 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Ready.
first down. They'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They'll go again here with Akers.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the question now, can they get closer on third down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Now we'll give up the middle to Williams.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one is right down the middle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Powell to throw.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
That second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing.